This video describes how to convert adjectives to verbs. English has many adjectives, and they can be used attributively, like I saw a good movie, or they can be used predicatively, as in that movie was good. Our semantic representations are highly influenced by English, so we also use adjectives in our semantic representations. You might be working in a language that uses verbs where English typically uses adjectives. So in this video we'll talk about how to convert the adjectives to verbs. We're right here in Joshua 8:6-3. The soldiers will think that we are afraid of them like we were afraid of them a few days ago. So there are two cases here where afraid is used. We have be afraid. And to convert these to verbs, we'll come down here. First I want to show you the rules up here. Convert object attributes. Okay, again, object attributes is the semantic name for adjectives, and events is the semantic name for verbs. So convert adjective to verbs, and this group has able A through humble A. And if we look at it, open it up, able A down to humble A. They're in alphabetical order. That's how you find them. But again, we write these and you never have to touch them. You just activate them or deactivate them. And you do that by coming down here to complex concepts, and you select the last option in this drop down, adjectives to verbs. And let's convert afraid be to a verb. So we activate it. We click OK. And now we see this new event. It's now a verb, be afraid. And what was the argument of afraid is now the patient noun phrase. And if we look in here, we see that the rule for afraid be is on. All the others are off. And that's what the rule does. But again, you don't have to edit this or anything. You just activate it or deactivate it. And now we can enter a new verb. Let's say something like fear. Let's use the word fear, which we already have in here. And now if we generate this sentence, those soldiers will think that we fear them like we feared them a few days ago. So now what was the verb to be plus an adjective has been converted to a verb. And the argument of that adjective was converted to the patient noun phrase. To show you an example where an adjective is used attributively, let's go to 2 Samuel 22, verse 3, sentence 6. So here we have, God is like, okay, this is David talking, God is like David's tall tower. So here we have an adjective that's being used attributively. Let's convert this to a verb. We scroll down to tall. And we see now that we have a new verb, be tall, and it's in a relative clause. Let's map this to a new target word. We'll say be tall. Past tense. Was tall. We won't go into all of those details, etc. Okay. And now if we generate this sentence, God is like my tower that be talls. So that's how you can convert our adjectives in the semantic representations to verbs if your target language uses verbs rather than adjectives.